Hey guys, we've got a Cleveland Moto video for you, another one, and this one is going to be an interesting comparison, a shootout if you will, between two of Piaggio's most popular and least expensive products. Every time somebody says Vespa, obviously we know what you're thinking of, but this is more of the working class side of the house. This is Piaggio. Piaggio, of course, has been producing bikes since World War II. They've been producing things in general back into the 1800s. So Piaggio is a very, very old company. We all know about the product they make called the Vespa, and they've been making that since 1946. So this is what your working class Italian is going to be riding. This is going to be the scooters of the world. And what we're talking about here are bikes that are under $3,000 or right around $3,000. And that's both of these. And what we have is the Piaggio Fly. This is a Fly 150, and we've had this bike in our market for a very, very long time. It's been available to us for, well over 10 years. And then recently in our American market, we've got the Piaggio Liberty. And the Piaggio Liberty, right off the bat, you're going to notice it has the taller wheels, the taller, more narrow wheels. And that's because the Liberty has a 16-inch front wheel and a 14-inch rear wheel. Whereas the Fly has 12-inch wheels, like you're going to find on a Vespa GTS, or even the newer Primaveras are going to have that 12-inch wheel on them. So that's the immediate, instant, first blush difference between these two bikes. 16-inch on the front, 14 on the back, 12 on the front, 12 on the rear. They're both 155cc motors. They're both going to give you, now this one rates out at 12.9 horsepower, this one rates out at 12.1, and this one comes in at 10 foot-pounds of torque, the Liberty, and the Fly comes in at a slightly lower 9.6 foot-pounds of torque. The difference is I get. What? I get it, you get it, I got it, we got it. It's I get. And IGET, you're going to see that little rainbow on the side of the air cleaner on the newer Piaggio 150s. And what that means is, and get ready for this, because if I asked you earlier, what do you think IGET stands for, IGET, you probably wouldn't have said Italian Green Experience Technology. And that's what IGET stands for. It's another one of those weird acronyms you had to work extra hard to get. Now, IGET means that you have a 3-valve system. You have 2 intake valves and you have 1 exhaust valve. It's a single overhead cab motor like you're familiar with. It's just having that asymmetrical head where you're going to have 2 intake valves and 1 exhaust valve. Really, the bikes are very similar. Their acceleration is almost identical. The way they cruise down the road is almost identical. And it's not uncommon to be able to get about 62 or 63 miles per hour out of either one of these bikes, no problem. So very, very easy to ride. Almost identical seat height as well. We're talking about 30 to 31-inch seat heights on both of the bikes. We're talking about 1.6 to 1.9 gallons of gas in both of them. And with both of these bikes, you can expect to get somewhere between 104 and 112 miles per gallon. That's on the cheaper 87-octane gas as well that we've done our testing with. Both of the bikes are going to give you a very, very similar performance. The difference is fair market pricing on the Fly is going to be $28.99, and the current market pricing on the Liberty is going to be $29.99 or $30.99, depending on whether you get the standard model or the S model. The S model is really just a trim package. You're going to have on the S model, you're going to have this flat red paint or the flat gray paint, the titanium flat gray. Whereas in the standard model, you're going to have a glossy white, that's very much like the Fly you see here, or a glossy blue. And that's really the difference for your $100. It's not like spending the extra $100 on the S package gets you a lot more than just a color change, because that's really what you're getting. For an economical vehicle, and this is a thing too, is a while ago these Flies were made in China, and I wasn't really happy with the quality that we were seeing. Since then, these bikes are both produced in Vietnam. And the quality has gone up dramatically. I now have no problem recommending either of these bikes to anyone. You're going to get a good, reliable, long-lasting, very high-performance bike for your money. And it is kind of neat that they can produce both of these bikes. You can put them both in your driveway for that under $3,000 price point, or right close to $3,000. Now, our particular shop is doing a blowout. We've got a couple, I mean literally like a couple, of these leftover Fly 150s, and I think we're blowing them out at like $24.99. So you can save a lot of money. If you're interested in getting one right now, contact us again. Reach out to Cleveland Moto. We'll help you get one of these real fast at a super low price. Again, I just wanted to call attention. These are both really, really good bikes. And with springtime around the corner, people are thinking about getting into a scoot. Maybe this is an excellent alternative for you as opposed to getting some mainland Chinese product if you have a $3,000 price point to go and buy a scooter. Neat bikes, lots of fun. And I know that these sometimes fall into the shadow compared to our Vespa Primaveras and our Vespa Sprints and all these other bikes that do have that 5,000 plus price point. Really, really neat machines. If you can find one, get a chance to ride one, I really strongly recommend that you do. They're remarkable, their handling is great, and you will be impressed. With that, remember, ride fast, take chances, and leave a comment below.